hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. This is going to be a quick little gossip chat for things that came out today, okay, or yesterday in the news. Thank y'all for being here, okay. Thank you to the live watchers and also to those who will be watching the read of the play, okay. Now, while I only have like 3 topics to talk about today, I may go on the Jasmine brand and look around to see if there's anything left to talk about after we discuss the Herbo and Ari and Tiana. Is it Tiana? Tiana. Go whatever her name is. Fabulous daughter. Situation. The whole Braxton feud is kind of going on right now. And the new little snippet of what we've seen of Jada that got folks thinking, oh, she at fault right now or whatever. So yes. So thank y'all so much for being here and stuff. Okay, so hey to everyone that is here right now. And again, thank you to those watching now and those who will be watching the replay later on that we always know come round and here. Okay. But hi y'all. Hi. Welcome. One and all. Okay. Please like the button. Okay. Big purr. Let's see. So do not forget as well that tonight the Ooh Ladies First panel will be on Niecy Dixon's channel at 9:30. So come on over around there, okay, to hear us talk about a few things that's been going on, your favorite shows, and also have a bit of girl chats with me, Niecy, Jamie, and Bondi. Okay, again, that's tonight on Niecy Dixon's channel at 9:30 p.m. Y'all know we live every Thursday on one of our channels for the Ooh Ladies First panel, okay? But back here, now do not forget to be a whole subscriber of this channel. Okay, subscribe to my channel. Hit that subscribe button, okay? You can always please like the video. It's always greatly appreciated. Do not forget to comment in the comment section. Why? Because this is the conversation, okay? If you are here, let's converse amongst each other. Talk to me. I talk to y'all. That's the point of a whole live. Don't be around here being quiet and not saying nothing and keeping your fingers still. Now you driving, keep driving, okay? If you somewhere, you stationary, get the chit and chatting or whatever, okay? Follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, on Twitter, and whatever, okay? But yes, I am also here, okay, and whatnot, because that's the thing to do or whatever. But let's get into what we came here to get into. I want to start with the whole Jada thing because even though I am completely over, the whole smackamization and stuff. And we talked about that, about the whole, not yesterday, when I played the clip of the audio of Chris Rock talking at his comedy show that went on. And the statement that Chris Rock gave was that he don't have a statement right now. He's still processing what happened. That he already had a whole show planned before the whole happen, and he will eventually speak on it. It'll be kind of funny, it'll be kind of serious or whatever, but for right now he's gonna continue on with his show as planned, and he don't have no stuff written about the smackerization or whatever. I also feel like he gonna probably do some kind of sit down conversation, or he may not talk about it until his next comedy show. Not sure, but again, that is what Chris Rock said. There was also a video showing Chris Rock, standing after it happened and him looking traumatized or whatever. So yes, we have that. But the little video that has been circulating, and y'all already know, if I'm saying right now I'm showing a video, but if you're watching the replay and the video ain't there, it's because someone came and said, that's my video, copyright, taken down, or you can't make no money from the video. So sometime when the replay, the video won't be there for that reason. But again, for the live watchers, y'all can see it, okay? Now I'm going to leave the sound off because we already know of the smack. We already know Chris Rock said, Will Smith smacked the shit out of me. So we know those things. Ain't no audio, but I just want to be sure, y'all know what's going on. So this little video is right when the smack happens. Okay, we know that. And Chris Rock is about to say, Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. Now watch Jada Okay, because they're saying this is Jada laughing, which she did. Okay, so you do see Jada, lift up and laugh. You see other folks laughing as well, and then that's when Will is then saying, "Hey, keep my wife's name out your mouth." Okay, but people are saying because of this, seeing Jada, Will Smith walking away, Chris Rock saying something, and then Jada, and other folks laugh. What I will say about that is, did Jada laugh? Yes, she did. However, I do feel like she was laughing because Chris Rock said that in the crowd, laughed too. Because it's like, oh, was it funny? But, we never saw Jada the whole time until this particular video from this person put it on TikTok. And, to me, she didn't even look at Will. She still sitting and looking like, well, damn, I guess he did smack him or whatever. Folks are trying to say, oh, it's Jada's fault. Jada laughed too. Jada wasn't mad. Look, at this point in time, there are so many different angles. There are so many different, little recordings that we're seeing that people put up. There's all these different moments being captured on film, but we're not really hearing from Chris. We're not really hearing from Jada. We don't know. We gotta wait till Will and Jada go on Red Table Talk, because they're gonna do Red Table Talk about it. And when they do, I'm gonna watch it. And when I watch it, I'm gonna also review it. Okay, so get ready for that. But I still have my same sentiments that I've said before. I'm gonna leave it at that. Will should not have slapped Chris. Chris' joke about Jada wasn't funny. Jada is innocent. Chris is innocent. Will is the only one who did something wrong, even though I understand him trying to defend his wife. He just did it in the wrong way. Boom, pow, pow. That's it. Okay. I don't blame Jada. I don't care if Jada laughed at that moment of Chris telling a joke. Okay. And, again, I also believe she may not have known what to do, because I don't think anyone did. Because, again, everyone was sitting around looking like, well, goddamn. Well, what happened? What's going on? What's going on? I feel like everyone was in shock. I think Will was in shock because he slapped somebody. Chris was for sure the most of the shock because he got slapped. I think Jada and the whole audience was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? What do we do? You know what I'm saying? So again, everyone has their opinions about what happened, but all them folks is rich. I will say, because most folks was in my comment section like, how can you defend Will? I'm not defending Will. People confuse having a conversation about something being defending someone's actions, and you can understand someone's actions and not condone them at the same time. Like, two things can exist at the same time. I'm just saying, I'm gonna leave it at that. But I will say, if I haven't said it before, I feel horrible for Chris Rock getting slapped. I don't think anyone did not feel bad for him getting slapped. I think that's what it is. So we're gonna leave it at that. Okay, we're gonna leave it at that. Again, we're gonna see what happens if Chris Rock speaks further on it, if Will and or Jada does any kind of interview about it. I was watching The View today, and they were having a very spirited debate about it. And Whoopi, to me, it was more between Whoopi, Sunny, and there was a third woman who was guest co-hosting there. And Sunny is complete. Sunny was like, Will was wrong, but she didn't care. And they were trying to make us think, when he was asked to leave, he did not leave. How can he do that? And I like how Whoopi said, people don't get sometimes how live shows go. Had Will still been in whatever manic, crazy state, and it's a live telecast, you don't know what his state is. You do not want it to be more crazy on camera. And if y'all saying, hey, does he want to leave? No. Then we keep him in the seat. He's okay. Okay, leave him over there. Let's not make it worse. And I kept saying that does not mean people were not backstage or elsewhere where we were not getting these secretly recorded phone recordings of things going on to see who was talking to Chris. Because if you think about it, the people who I feel like were recording in-house was no one famous. It was no one working the show. It was probably seat fillers or random folk who was there. Okay. So I'm going to say that, but I feel like no one can honestly say, well, no one comforted Chris simply because no one caught footage of that. I feel like there's many things that no one caught footage. No one caught footage of the academy asking Will to leave, but y'all believe it happened. So the fact that no one saw anyone talking to or consoling Chris does not mean that it didn't happen. It just means no footage of it leaked. The same way no one knew Jada was, laughed a bit at Chris's joke after the fact until what? The footage leaked. Even people saying how Will was being comforted by Denzel and Tyler Perry, whatever. I think people were also trying to make sure he wasn't going to go beat Chris's ass. Let's make sure he's okay as far as, hey, you shouldn't go do that. Is you okay? Is you okay? But again, I don't feel like no one was there talking to Chris either. We just didn't see that. But again, Chris is the victim. You know what I'm saying? Because he got hit. That's what it was. Now I'm going to read some comments, y'all. I see a few, okay? Unless she said defend me, Will, though, thought it was a bit much. I don't know. It could have been a nervous laugh on her part as well, because everyone laughed. Right? Everyone laughed when he said that. I think everyone had the and people don't get to, if you don't do live shows, you don't get how shit happen, and you have to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? This is live right here. When we have our live things on the panel, we've had things happen on the panel that we have to kind of pivot from because it's live. So I love Whoopi saying, y'all don't get how producers probably trying to make sure things were not worse on camera. You did not want to have them showing Will maybe having a fit and fighting security on camera. So if they say, hey, maybe you should leave, because Whoopi did, Whoopi's a part of the academy. She said they did ask him to leave, and he didn't. Now, I also saw things saying the people in charge were split. Some wanted him to leave, some did not. And so it was a, debate between them and all that. We know he didn't leave, but fine. But again, it's a lot. It's a lot. Chris needs to sue the snot out of Will Smith. Right. You see, she should have stopped him from going up there. I don't think she knew he was going to go slap Chris, though. So again, we not gonna make it seem as if Jada's the reason that Jada could have stopped it. She could have stopped it all. But you know what I'm saying? We gonna leave it be. Man, they love to drag her for anything. Anything. Okay, how was Will Smith and Chris her fault? You want to know? We understand his actions. He is human. I still like him. I just hate it happened. Chris deserves to make all the jokes. This right here. This I could not agree more. Boom. Boom pow, this, okay? I love Will. He's been a role model on positive light his whole career. This one situation will not tarnish his legacy and his character. Chris was wrong too. People still feel Chris was wrong just for his joke, okay? And that's it. But no one feels like Chris was wrong for the joke and deserves to be slapped. There's two different things, okay? Trying to defend one black woman resulted in two black men being torn apart by social media. Shaking my head. I'm convinced you don't love. I'm gonna leave that because sometimes you just can't. I wonder if there has been abuse in the home. That could be why she didn't stop him. So now you think you will be okay. And this is why sometimes I can't read comments. I'm looking like. So now y'all think Will beat Jada, and that's why they didn't stop him because he may beat her. Maybe she's scared of him. And now Jada don't love Will because Jada makes him look like a fool. Okay. Let's move on. Let's move on. Look, the comments of commenters who are watching me is not that of JayLeesCorner. Those are not my opinions, and we're gonna leave that be. Okay, again, no, ma'am. We're gonna move on to the next topic. And what we're gonna wait for Will and or Jada and or Chris to do their own talking about what happened, but we're gonna move on from that. Okay. Matter of fact, a little breakup of the foolishness. Your little music. See, little breakup, little breakup in between, the stuff going on. Okay, right. Next topic, please. Okay, the panel was on Niecy's channel tonight. Niecy Dixon's channel tonight at 9:30. Okay. The next conversation we're gonna go with. Let's get on over to G Herbo, Ari Fletcher, and I think her name was, I think it's pronounced Tiana. I'm not sure, but y'all know that is Emily's daughter. Emily who's with Fabulous. Okay, so G Herbo was a rapper. Ari Fletcher, with the long weird hair, not long weird hair, with the extra edges. Okay, that's his mama that a son together, and then his girlfriend who he's with currently, who they already have one child together there, and she's pregnant with their second child. So we know for a fact that there were already issues when G Herbo and Ari broke up initially. Okay, once he got with Tiana and everything, it was already fully going on back then. Okay, and so today we seen a video. Well, I seen the video. I'm not gonna say we. I'm gonna say I saw a video. G Herbo put out trying to call fans or whoever else who was saying, "Oh, y'all on some bullshit talking about me and my kid." Okay, now I'm gonna play the G Herbo video. Let's listen right now.
Look, listen. This don't have nothing to do with the shade room or no blogs or anybody. But what the fuck type of sick individual, human being do you have to be to want a 3-year-old to despise or not like his own siblings?
That's true. What kind of foolishness would that be? Who wants that, G Herbo?
His own flesh and blood. I don't get it. Like, a mother's relationship with a child and a father's relationship with a child are two totally different relationships. And they can never intersect between each other.
So what I got from him, what I'm gathering is him saying, y'all acting like whatever him and his mama got going on, my baby mama, my son, and me and my son, y'all trying to make it seem as if there's some kind of issue with how much either we love each other, how much I love my son, how much he loves me, what could be going on between my girlfriend, you know what I'm saying, and the love, and all this is stuff. It's just stuff. Let's keep going.
Like, a mother's love and a father's love is two totally different things. And when it comes to children, as a parent, you're going to love your children unconditionally. And as a sibling, if the parent loves all the kids unconditionally, the kids are going to love each other unconditionally.
I mean, sometimes you can love your kids all you want. They may still not like their siblings. They may not like you. Okay, kids is fickle. Kids is very, very fickle. Okay, I was a fickle kid, I believe. I had days and I was looking like, oh, you get on my nerves because you're a kid. You know what I'm saying? This kid.
Why the fuck would that ever even be a thought in somebody's mind? Go on about this shit all day, like on and on, but why do y'all continue to like create this narrative as in, oh, me as a father, I'm having kids, I love my firstborn, my first ever real true love in life, less than I could love the kids that I'm having now, or my kid feels neglected. Like, my son loves me unconditionally. Me and my son have a bond like this that nobody could ever break. Nobody in the world could ever break that bond. And he.
So trying to say, hey, I got the old kid who's the oldest kid, and y'all saying that I don't love that kid as much as I love these new kids because I'm with their mama. And I do feel like people be on BS. I will agree with this person right here with Carrie L. I'm sorry about Ari seeing so toxic. She's been talking negatively about Tiana in front of her child for a while now. You can tell. Oh, just wait till we get to her video as well. Okay, well, let's listen to the rest of Herbo talking.
Know that. So why the fuck do y'all people who I never met, who don't even know me or my son,
strangers, they're called strangers, stranger danger, stranger danger,
think y'all could really define the relationship that I have with my son or that his mother have or anybody? Like, I hope y'all actually find somebody in life that love y'all unconditionally, because it's coming to the point where and don't take my words and try to act like I'm making a comment towards his mama. I know that lame ass shit y'all try to do. No, this for y'all. This is for all the fans. All you fucking weirdos at home trying to create some type of false narrative and y'all don't even know what the fuck going on.
I do feel like that video was also for Ari. I really, really believe that he was also talking to the baby of the mama of his first child, Ari. Okay, now after G Herbo put up that video, what's the video? He was doing he was doing stories on IG. So those were like him on his IG stories saying this and as he posted on his IG stories. Ari came back with this whole post on her IG, as she said, okay, with the extra edges. How about to tell the truth for once? Tell them how my son came home with a scar on him and saying what Tiana did to him while you wasn't home. And even though he told you out his own mouth what she did, and he was crying and she didn't help him and she's mean to him and he don't like her and the shit happened while you wasn't home. I gave you a whole week to handle it as a father. You or her never called me about the situation. I called back to talk to her and tell her she can't be around my baby, and I was very respectful. And you set up and said in front of her that my baby was lying. You said, how you gonna see your son if he can't be around her? Laughed out loud. What? That's why you haven't seen your son for real, and that's why he probably don't want me to have no other kids, because the way your other baby mama treats him. When you finally came to where we live, you got him for one day, posted on IG and left. Let's tell it all. This is my thing about that. I seen a few people on social media saying Ari may be a lot of things. She may have extra edges. She may be funny looking in the face sometimes. She may have bad makeup sometimes because of them filters. But she all about her son. I feel like no one is questioning her love for her son. I think they're questioning her hate for Tiana. And if her hate for Tiana is making her fuzzy a little bit about how a 3-year-old may interpret what an adult does, and then that 3-year-old don't like that adult no more. The same with her son, who loves her dearly, was crying and pissed off at her for a joke about her having a baby, because 3-year-olds are fickle. Okay, if they want a pizza pop and can't get a pizza pop, they hate you. Okay, they're gonna call the police on you. I'm gonna tell Jesus on you. I've seen kids get upset for more and for less. Okay, and no one is saying that Ari should not believe her son. She absolutely should always defend and believe her son. However, when I seen the live that she did, I was like, ma'am, you can't tell me out your own mouth that you called that girl and you was respectful. Because that's what she said was, I called back to talk to her and tell her she can't be around my baby, and I was very respectful. You a damn respectful lie. You ain't respectful online. If you're not respectful publicly, you can't tell me that you're not respectful privately. Okay, because privately, what no one sees is the worst of the worst of the worst. And again, it's different things now. Okay, a mother is not supposed to say, "Yeah, my kid lying," but he 3. You have to sometimes take things 3-year-olds say with a grain of, is it true? Because Spider-Man didn't really call you because he ain't got no phone, because he ain't real. Santa Claus can't be a punk ass because he gets in the toys, because he ain't real. You know what I'm saying? 3-year-olds say and have reactions as kids do. So to me, it's not that Ari is trying to say, why would I not be my kid? It's like, okay, but you don't think your kid is misconstruing what really happened, as we seen y'all try to explain it. Okay, but let's go to a couple comments. I'm gonna play the video that Ari did. Exactly, I heard him say things a kid should never say. Ari, she do. You can tell it. Okay, oh damn, ain't home. He like 4. He like, no, he's 3. I believe he's 3. He may be 4. Maybe it's 4. Her having kids has nothing to do with how that girl treats him. Not at all. Yes, extra edges. Okay. Yeah, he's 3. I know he's not older than 4. I believe they kept saying he was 3 years old. I don't like how just because of that video, of your Sean crying because he doesn't want her to have another baby. She's making it about her. Right. 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 Like what? Cause your kid cried about you joking about having a baby, and he was like, "No, you're gonna have a baby." No, I'm. Now that's on. Now that's on them. Sorry, y'all. Now that's on them. No, ma'am. Okay, Herb just can't be happy. My daughter calls me mean because I don't let her eat candy. For the kid will cuss you out. Okay, but cuss you out. She probably told him to stop and sit down. And no, kids think you mean for things like that. I know because my son tells me, tells me I am. Things he might think things he might get away with, but with her, but not with dad. True. Okay, true. Now I want to play. Wait, after she posted this saying, you can't be around my son, well, she can't, and saying you can't. And this is also my thing. I'm going to say this because she also said, because I told Tiana she can't be around my kid. You then said, well, how I'm going to see him? Well, bitch, because him and Tiana live together. She's not his girlfriend who lives in apartment A. He lives in house C. They have a whole house together between them. They live together. So if I can't see my son, or if the person I live with, who I have a relationship with, if you don't want her around my son, then how will I see him? You want me to come over your house and be over there to see my son because you don't want him around my girl? What can we do to rectify this? Because him not being able to be around the person I'm with takes away the time I can see him, because that means I will only be able to see him at your house, or I would have to get a whole hotel or Airbnb to be around him, and then not be around my child with Tiana, who's 8 months pregnant, and it was a lot of foolishness. So G Herbo went and commented on the Shade Room post where they show what Ari said. And he said, if y'all believe I'll let anybody on earth free my son, y'all ass is stupid. And look, I don't know that man. I don't know that man. Okay, I don't know him at all. I've only seen what has been posted on social media. Okay, that's it. That's it. But you have to applaud both Ari and G Herbo, both for trying to stand up for themselves as parents. They just have two different perspectives. Okay. I'm torn because I honestly feel if Moneybag was accused of mistreating that baby, I feel Herb will react the same way. True. Okay. The thing is, I already needed Tiana to call her as soon as some type of falling even happens to make it better. What type of boundary did you need from the father of your child's girlfriend, honey? I can't really speak on Tiana because she's very private and never in mess. Ari has been in the blog for a lot of problematic things she said or she's done. That's the truth of the matter. So after, again, Ari posted this, and then we seen Jaylee post this. Tiana responded herself. She posted on her social media along with a video, okay, but she posted and she said, I've allowed you to create a false narratives about me in the past, but I will not let you create this narrative when it comes to a child that I have so much love for. Anybody that knows me knows I would never lay a finger on him or any child. I've always had to hide my love for your Sean out of respect for you and your wishes. When I met her that word always made me be confused. When I met, because I'm like, it's Herb to me. When I met Herb, I knew he was a part of the package. I signed up for this even with all the drama that came with it. I've always had hope. I've always had hope that we could settle our differences like adults for the sake of our children. One thing you will not do is attack my character when it comes to being a parent and accuse me of child abuse. You have continuously attacked me as I sit here 8 months pregnant, emotionally drained. It sickens me that you have this much hatred for me, that you would portray me in this light. Regardless how you may feel about me, I love your Sean. I pray that you find whatever healing you need. Okay. And along with that, where's her video? Along with I thought I could have swore I had it. Am I tripping? Here. She also posted this video because for her, we haven't seen, I put my own music to it. Because I didn't want to have her be to it. But she just posted different video clips showing her and the son, who seemingly have always been around each other. the son, doesn't have an issue with her. And, she seems to have been a nice, kind, loving, girlfriend who was also around the child, who seems in these moments to not have any issue with Tiana, seems to be connected to Tiana, and Tiana's around. So I guess her point is, you can't paint me or her to be as if we don't love this kid at all. But even her saying how I don't show my love for him, I don't post him because you don't want me to. So I've been respecting your wishes, but don't act like I don't love that little boy. And we know that, there's, bitter baby mamas out here. There's also bad girlfriends too. But it doesn't seem like Tiana is a bad person. It doesn't seem like she's out here trying to be mean to that little boy. It don't seem like she's a bad person. It do seem like he like her. Okay, he's around her, feed him cereal, all these things or whatever. So it's like, I don't know who to believe because I don't live there. I'm not there with him. Okay, but it do seem like her point is, you doing too much trying to make it seem like I don't like him. I don't know. I'm gonna leave that be. But we then see, let me see some comments. Cause I'm like, some folks on one side, some is on the other. I'm trying to scroll back up to see this. Yo, Sean is 4, about to be 5 on April. Y'all want to get a birthday? Damn. If she thinks Tiana bruised her son, she could call CPS, leave them mark as child abuse. That is very, very true. I agree. If it was some real abuse allegation, she'd have to type to not press charges. That's true. Cause she seemed a little bit, a little lot. Too many people grow up and say they were mistreated by an adult and the parents didn't believe them, and come to find out it was true. I don't think anyone is saying she should not believe her son. That's not it. But again, wait till we see the video, because if she say what happened, so that's a little bit different, because we can see, let's just play her live. Okay, Ari went live on IG. I'm trying to put a video up now, and said what happened. Okay, so we're gonna hear it from the horse's mouth. I'm not gonna horse. I'm saying, this listening. So let's listen. Now, y'all know when this video like this, I have to have commentary during the video to not get flagged. So when y'all like, why are you talking to the video? Because I have to. Okay, but let's listen up to the video.
That can really take me out of my character is my child. First of all, delete my son off your page. That's one.
Now, why she gotta be a hoe? Why she a hoe? I think this is where people come in and say, Ari, you being bitter. Ari, you being, you call them drama. Because why she gotta be a hoe? Now, I get her saying, take my son down off your social media because I don't want my son posted. Tiana, take the little baby down. Okay, but why she gotta be a hoe? But I'm gonna leave that be. Let's keep listening.
I've allowed you to create false narratives about me in the past, but I will not let you create this narrative when it comes to a child that I have so much love for. Anybody that knows me knows I would never... Girl, shut up. Because ain't nobody going for none of that, period. Like I said, I called y'all and told y'all what happened to my son, and ain't nobody called me. Y'all waited a whole week, and I had to call y'all back for you to say, oh, no, I didn't do that. No, that never happened. Stop playing with me. All that good girl, goody two-shoes you be trying to pull, not going for it. Been not like you, ain't gonna like you. Tried to give you a chance, you blew it.
Okay, so let's pop in here. Let's pop in here, okay? I ain't never liked you. I'm never gonna like you. To me, it do seem like her issue was strictly because you are the new chick with my dude, and we had beef, and I ain't gonna never like you. It don't seem like, to me, again, this is my opinion, it doesn't seem like Tiana did anything to her. She just didn't like her, and so anything that she have that can cause issue, she gonna have an issue. That's what it is. That's just that's what it seemed like. And then no one is saying, hey, don't listen to your kid. It's not that. But her issue is with Tiana, period. And I think if she can cause drama based on don't have my son on your page, ho. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never liked you. I ain't gonna never like you. It's like, to me, that is also immature unless she's done something to you. But let's keep listening to what she say happened.
Anyway, what the truth of the matter is that you sitting at home and you so fucking mad and miserable because whatever going on over there, and you pregnant and you got a baby, then that is man is leaving you with his child and you don't like his baby mama. That's what the problem is. But since you saying that I'm lying on you, I have 8 videos to prove to you that I'm not lying. So
you have 8 videos to prove that Tiana in some kind of way abused your son, but the police don't have these videos, CPS don't have these videos, the FBI and the I don't have these videos. This is my thing. If someone abused my child in any way, and I have 8 videos to prove that they did this, I don't have to be on social media at all. I'm going straight to the FBI, the IRS, the DEA, okay, all the letters of the alphabet, the CPS. I'm going to all of them. All of them. And that's the weird thing. And I also want to put up, I see somebody saying, but Herb is wrong for leaving that baby with her, but because that's your child. This is what y'all fail to realize. People move on and have full-fledged relationships, and you have to know that other person is going to be a parental figure in that kid's life. Y'all have to stop making it seem as if we have kids together, we break up, and you have a whole live-in girlfriend you've been with for years, that I can't leave the house to go do business. I have to stay at home. I don't understand that. I don't. Because if you are with somebody and they're like the step parent, you're supposed to allow them to be around. And as we see, Tiana and the little boy have been around together for a couple of years. She not new. I would never say leave your kid with some new girlfriend who ain't really shit or whatever. No, but I feel like, look, I don't know how her name was pronounced. Leave it be. Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I mispronounce things every day. It'll be fine. You know what I'm talking about. However, people who feel like, oh, why he leaving the kid with Tiana? They are a couple. Did y'all not have step parents? Did y'all? I mean, is that what? Did your mom and daddy, not remarry someone and had a whole look? If you've never had active parenting in your house, whether it's bio or step or whatever. If you don't understand that, you do not want to leave your kid with a random girlfriend you just messing around with, not a person who you have been with for years, who you also have a child with, who's pregnant with your child now, and y'all live together in a home together. He can't leave his son with her. Come on now. And that's also a reason for both Tiana and Ari to get along. No matter who has to be the bigger person, they both need to get along, because it is toxic to say, hey, when you ain't together and whoever else you with, don't leave my kid around that person. But let's listen to what she's saying happened, because y'all, these comments saying if a man was accused of mentoring a little girl, would people be in an uproar, but more focused on Ari's actions. You mixing apples and oranges. She didn't say that, girl. It shouldn't matter if the kid is a boy or girl. For one. Let's say that. But let me keep going.
I'm going to just start from the beginning. I'm going to start from the top. Since I'm lying on you.
But you tell me that you don't like me too. You tell me all the time. You say I don't love you. You say you're not my daddy anymore. And you love me.
And you just tell me to sit down and use this what? And you just watch Juice WRLD because you just watch Juice WRLD.
Yeah, I was watching Juice WRLD. You didn't want to watch Juice WRLD?
No, I hate Juice WRLD.
But you wanted to watch Tarzan?
Yeah.
But you watched Tarzan.
Huh?
You watched Tarzan.
Why don't you like Tiana?
Let's go pause. So we see that she recorded a conversation, which is fine. Herbo asking this kid, why was you upset with me? The kid said, because you was watching this cartoon and I wanted to watch something different. That's step one. Now, Ari then asked her son, hey, why don't you like Tiana? And this is what the conversation was about why the son does not like Tiana, who was Herbo's current girlfriend, who they live together, get 2 kids and all that stuff.
Because I don't.
Why not, though, son? You always happy every time. And when I leave you in the house with her, you be happy. What's the rule?
You have to stop leaving me, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna stop leaving you. Okay, I got you, son. I won't leave you anymore.
Okay.
All right. But
Juice WRLD is an artist who died on her label. Okay, cool. So he was watching one thing and the kid wanted to watch something. My point was something was on the television. The kid wanted to watch something else. And because he could not watch something else, he not mad at his daddy. That was my point. Okay, but let's keep listening though.
She hurt you? Did Tiana hurt you? Did she hit you or something like that?
I was falling in your floor. I was falling in your floor.
So again, kid is saying he don't like Tiana because he was falling on the floor. I want y'all to hear piece by piece. The kid, because he's asking, why don't you like her? You've always been around her. You usually liked her. Why did you not like her? And he was like, I don't. I was falling on the floor. But let's keep listening now. Let's keep listening.
On the floor, who hit you, me or Tiana?
Tiana.
Okay. Did it hurt?
Yeah. And
Did you cry?
no.
So who hit you? He said Tiana. Did it hurt? No. Did you cry? No. But let's keep listening again.
You didn't cry?
Yeah, I didn't cry.
She was mean to you?
Huh?
She was being mean to you?
Yeah.
Why did she be mean to you?
Because she's bad.
She's bad?
So he's saying she's mean to me because she's bad.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't want to hang with Tata anymore?
So, I'm gonna call the police on her.
And now he's going to call the police on her. The child is, they're saying the child is 4. He's 4 pissed off. He's 4 years old. I'm sorry. 3 or 4 years old.
I'm gonna call the police. I'm gonna call this police. I'm gonna just do this and just like.
Do you want to see her?
No, I'm just gonna show her like that.
You gonna shoot who like that?
Tiana.
So a 3 or 4 year old is now telling his mama he wants to shoot his father's girlfriend.
Why do you want to shoot somebody, Papa?
Because I'm tired of being mean.
She's being mean.
Yeah, I'm gonna just shot her like.
So again, so he failed and now he don't like her. And I want y'all to wait because she talks about what her son told her happened. So just keep listening, y'all. I want to play the whole thing, so I'm not cutting and pasting nothing together.
Are you sure you want to do that to her?
Yeah.
That's really crazy. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Why do you want to shoot somebody, Papa?
Because everyone's
What did she do that was mean? That makes you want to shoot her. Shooting somebody is crazy. What did she do to you to make you want to shoot her?
throw a pillow at me.
What happened when she threw a pillow at you? Did it hurt you? Was you okay?
It hurts me.
So as you see, the kid just said, I'm rewinding a couple seconds, she threw a pillow at me.
What did she do to you to make you want to shoot her?
Throw a pillow at me.
So a kid just told her, because again, I wanted to play it all out to what the conversation was, what the kid is telling her happened, so y'all can get it. No one was saying that Tiana was abusing that little boy. That's not what even happened. Out his own mouth, I don't like her, she mean. She threw a pillow at me. And now he's saying he want to shoot her.
What happened when she threw a pillow at you? Did it hurt you? Was you okay?
It hurts me.
Did you fall or was you standing up when she threw a pillow?
I was fall.
Did she help you up?
No.
So he was playing around or something. He was falling or something. She threw a pillow at him. And that's what it is. So before y'all make it seem like I'm trying to defend someone for abusing kids, and that's what it was, I'd be like, sometimes y'all got to wait and listen to what was being said. What Ari was trying to make it seem like that girl was abusing my kid ain't what happened. Because out the kid's own mouth, he's saying, I don't like her because she mean to me. I was falling. She threw a pillow at me, and she didn't try to help me after I fell from her throwing a pillow at me. He doesn't like her because his mama don't like her. And my thing is, yes, you should always listen to your children. You should always listen to your children. However, when you're talking to a 3 or 4-year-old who's saying how they don't like somebody else who you don't like either, you can't try to make them feel like it's okay to not like them because they tossed a pillow at you when you fell and did not help you, girl.
Why are you so angry? Okay, y'all get the picture. And I have 8 more of them videos. So don't ever tell me that I'm trying to create a false narrative about you doing nothing. And stop coming on here talking about somebody bitter. I'm not bitter. Bitter about what? Please explain to me what I'm bitter about. Nothing. Nothing at all. Absolutely nothing. I have no reason to be bitter about anything.
Lies. 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 Okay? Complete lies. Complete lies. This is my thing. She may not want that man no more. She may not want that man no more at all. But she don't like who that man with from the jump. Period. Okay? I don't no. And again, she do seem like a great mom. Ari seemed like a great mom. I don't believe that if she had visual proof of bruises on her son that she felt like came from Herbo girlfriend, that she wouldn't have called all the police on that girl. I think she also was aware her son may just be being a 4-year-old, but I can still say because my son said he don't want to be around her, he not gonna do that. But let's keep listening.
So please stop with that. I'm not going to sit on the internet and come on here and lie about my child, saying my child said something that he absolutely never said or came home and said to me. My child have been around you for years at this point. Why would I just decide to right now to be like, no, let me just be mad and just say your son said for.
But this is something too. You're right. Your kid been around her for years. Why all of a sudden is she now a mean, bad person? So the same way you don't want anyone saying why would you all of a sudden make up some shit? No one's saying that you made it up, but you trying to make it seem like you try to make it seem like she abused your kid, left bruises on your kid, and she was a bad, girlfriend, parent to your kid. But I'm gonna keep going.
What? Why? I know that every single time that my baby goes to LA, he's with you 24/7. His dad is never barely even there. Why would I create just this specific time to be mad at the babysitter? Why?
The babysitter. I'm not jealous. I'm not bitter, but you didn't call that lady a hoe, a babysitter, and girl, it's giving bitter tease. It's giving I'm upset tease. And again, no one is saying that she should not believe and listen to her son, but you making a mountain out of a pillow molehill. Your own son said she hit me with a pillow. Was it a brick pillow? Was it a pillow filled with clothes? Filled with rocks? Okay, what was it? And because he fell, because of pillow, and y'all ain't respond, I'm pissed, and now she can't see my kid. But you just also said how she been around my kid for years. So why would I all of a sudden say something? Girl, you...
I don't have, ain't no reason to lie. When my son come home, I ask him, did you have fun with your dad? I don't say, what was the girl doing? It's none of my business. I'm not worried about that. I want to know what's going on with my child and his father. It has nothing to do with you. But when he came home, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. He had a scrape on his knee, like he was bleeding, and then it was healing. And I said, what happened? And he said, oh, Tiana, I was running, and Tiana threw a pillow at me, and
boom. I was running. She threw a pillow at me, and I fell.
She made me fall. I said, oh, okay. Well, did she help you up? He said, no. I said, well, where was your daddy at? My daddy wasn't at home. I said, okay, that's when now it's getting tricky. So
it's getting tricky. Your kid been around her for years. Now it's getting tricky. Y'all know DJ, my nephew. DJ is now 16 years old. When DJ was a kid, I would also throw pillows at you. Do that kind of stuff with kids. People do throw pillows at kids. And my thing again is, as she said in her own mouth, you've been around my kid for years. She's not no new little girlfriend. She's not no random chick. She's been around for a while. She's been around your child for a while. And you're not making it seem like your baby was abused when, as you're now saying, as it has been explained, and not just her saying, my baby had a bruise and you know what you did. Because when I hear that, I'm like, oh, you abusing kids now? You abusing kids now? She led with that accusation. She really, really did. And now she's saying, let's rewind a little bit. Let's rewind a little bit. She's now saying her own mouth, oh, he was running. She threw a pillow at him and he fell. That's abuse.
On his knee, like he was bleeding, and then it was healing. And I said, what happened? And
because when kids fall, the same way as when adults fall, you may scrape up your knee. Kids' knees get scraped up. But if he told you I was running and she threw a pillow at me and then I fell, I didn't cry and she didn't help me up and I'm 3 or 4.
What was the girl doing? It's none of my business. I'm not worried about that. I want to know what's going on with my child and his father. It has nothing to do with you. But when he came home, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. He had a scrape on his knee, like he was bleeding, and then it was healing. And I said, what happened? And he said, oh, Tiana, I was running, and Tiana threw a pillow at me, and she made me fall. I said, oh, okay. Well, did she help you up? He said, no. I said, well, where was your daddy at? My daddy wasn't at home. I said, okay, that's when now it's getting tricky. So she threw the pillow, he fell, whatever. She was bleeding. He said she didn't help him up. Girl, I'm not finna allow you. That's for what? So delete my son off of your page. While you talking about I had to hide my love and do all that good girl shit you be trying to do. You could play that with the internet, but you're not gonna play it with me. Delete my son off your page. Stop making it seem like somebody lying on you. It's not. It's never giving that.
People will take this and run. And I feel like when she posted on her social media, the post saying, my kid came home with a bruise, you know what you did. Okay. Let's make sure that we say that. Because that's what she posted. Okay, tell them how my son came home with a scar on him and saying what Tiana did to him while you wasn't home, and even told you out of his own mouth what she did, and he was crying and she didn't help him and she's mean to him but don't like her. So again, let's make sure that we're pinpointing what she said and how folks will run with the fact that because before I posted what she said, y'all was all in the comment section. What you defending me? If it was a little girl, I'm like, see, because y'all basing it off of something she said from a type post and not with her own mouth. That's why I said let's be sure for y'all to see what she said and explain it before y'all act like, you know what I'm saying, she just defended her son. No. She making a mountain out of a molehill, because if your kid wants snacks for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you don't give them that, they don't like you, because kids are fucking fickle. Because they're children. They're children. You know what I'm saying? So again, two things can be true at the same time. Ari can 100% want to be a defender of her child, and she should be. But out her own mouth saying, my 3 or 4-year-old told me your girlfriend who you live with to have a relationship with, while he was running through the house, she threw a pillow at him, which made him fall. He scraped his knee. Now you had me put it on here. My son had a bruise on him, and she know what she did.
Real. Because what reason do I have to lie on you? You babysitting my son. I don't want to be mad at you. I want to be able to drop my son off so I can go do what I want to do. But the babysitter done messed up. So
see, and you keep calling the babysitter. A woman who's been with my child's father for 3 years or 4 years or whatever isn't the babysitter. You know what? I would want to have the best relationship with the person who's around my son, because if I'm a bitch to her, she could be a bitch to my son. Then I gotta handle her. You know what I'm saying? So I also feel like Ari don't get that negative energy that she has with Tiana. And I know I may be pronouncing her name wrong. Y'all know who I mean. And I mispronounce things all the time. It's not it ain't no dig, okay? But the negative energy she has for her is going to rub off on her son. The fact that we've seen her, even the way she questions him, shows me they have conversations about that girl because Ari don't like that girl. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want my son around you. Y'all never even, if somebody was to call me and say, I can't imagine my man calling me like, yeah, my son said, he saw my baby mama, you did this and the third. I'm finna call her. Y'all done let a whole week go by. Ain't nobody even said nothing to me at all.
I'm not calling my baby father or baby mama because my son was running, got hit with a pillow, and fell. And was fine. I remember one time DJ wiped his face with a Clorox wipe because he thought it was a baby wipe. And I panicked and called my mom and my sister because I was like, oh my God, he could die. Because he was fine. He was fine. But it was, that's something to be worried about. A kid who's running and falls, there's no blood. Okay, he scraped his knee. You know what I'm saying? That to me isn't a big, long conversation. If my son tells me out of his own mouth, I was running, she thought the pillow when I fell and I scraped my knee. But I'm going to leave that be.
Nobody said nothing. Nobody called me. Yeah, let's figure this out. Or let me speak to your son. Nobody called. Neither one of y'all ain't called me. Y'all ain't said nothing. Y'all waited a whole week and then I called. And I asked my son before I called, your son, what happened to your knee? I don't even say, so what, so-and-so? No, I said, what happened to your knee? He got the same exact story. My son ain't no liar. My son is smart, baby. Very, very, very smart. He not finna just sit up and be lying on you. It ain't been 3 months. He still got the same story. Why am I picking on you? For what? You the weakest link. I have no reason to pick on you.
So she's the weakest link. Again, if you have no issue with him and that lady relationship, why she a hoe? Because y'all know she started the conversation calling her a hoe. She's a hoe. She's a babysitter. She's the weakest link. Okay.
Literally nothing. I have nothing against you. Don't care about you. Don't care about you. Do nothing. Only thing that I've ever cared about is my son and him being around you. And we talked about that. It's been cool since then. He went with you. He came back. He said he was hurt. He said he don't like you. He said you did something to him. Y'all never called me back. I called y'all back a week later. You said no, it never happened, blah, blah, whatever. I asked her. I said, okay, so you telling me that even though you wasn't at home and your son he said this to his daddy, what happened? I said, so you telling me that he lying? He said, yes, he's lying.
Let me see. I don't know if she said it was been 3 months. I'm gonna go back a little bit.
Then I called and I asked my son before I called, your son, what happened to your knee? I don't even say, so what, so-and-so? No, I said, what happened to your knee? He got the same exact story. My son ain't no liar. My son is smart, baby. Very, very, very smart. He not finna just sit up and be lying on you. It ain't been 3 months. He still got the same story.
3 months. She did say 3 months. 3 months. She hit that well with a pillow 3 months when you still mad. Girl, get out of my face now. immediately.
Why am I picking on you? For what? You the weakest link. I have no reason to pick on you. Literally nothing. I have nothing against you. Don't care about you. Don't care what you do. Nothing. Only thing that I've ever cared about is my son and him being around you. And we talked about that. It's been cool since then. He went with you. He came back. He said he was hurt. He said he don't like you. He said you did something to him. Y'all never called me back. I called y'all back a week later. You said no, it never happened, blah, blah, whatever. I asked her, I said, okay, so you telling me that even though you wasn't at home and your son he said this to his daddy, what happened? I said, so you telling me that he lying? He said, yes, he's lying. At that point, I don't want to talk to nobody. It's no conversation that needs to be had. For what? You don't went against your son. So when you...
Not going, he went against his son. Okay.
All on Instagram, or I miss my son. And then you were just with him the day before that. So why are you doing that? No, I didn't want you around my son either because you went against your son. Do you want to keep on going through third parties talking about you want to call me and apologize? You see the bigger picture now? No. You already you want to play in.
So, okay, let's just say this. If she felt like D Herbo went against their son, fine. If he's calling you trying to apologize, I see the bigger picture. You gonna still say no. You can't see my son because I'm still pissed.
No, like stay protected over there doing whatever you doing, that's fine. But when you get my son, you will get him by yourself, period. Never try to ever be like, oh, he did this, that, and you say to somebody, oh, if you think I would let somebody hurt my son. Nobody never said that. I said that you wasn't home. Clearly, that's what I said. But delete my son off of your page, and you cannot be around him. But since y'all wanted to come on the internet, here we are.
And that is the foolish of the nest, okay? So for everybody who was saying, oh, she beating a baby. Oh, y'all defending somebody abusing children. Oh, this and that. Based on the statement that Ari made, not realizing Ari was kind of full of shit. Okay? She's kind of full of shit because what she implied happened wasn't really what happened. You know what I'm saying? What she implied... And let me read it again. What she implied was tell them how my son came home with a scar on him and saying what Tiana did to him while you wasn't home. And even though he told you out of his own mouth what she did, and he was crying, and she didn't help him, and she's mean to him, and he don't like her, and it shit happened while you wasn't home. Okay, I gave you a whole week to handle it as a father. You or her never called me about the situation. And we now find out the situation was she hit him with a pillow and he fell and scraped his knee. While we have to be extremely careful who we allow to be around the kids in our lives, we also can't create these toxic environments that we as adults have issue with another adult, and we put that energy off on the kid who can feel that. Okay? And out her own mouth to me, she was being contradicting because you're saying she been around my kid for years. And I have 8 recordings of all these things. You have 8 recordings of child abuse situations, but you still let your kid go over there to the babysitter. You ain't not once called CPS or the police on him because your baby daddy is leaving your kid with an abuser. This is my thing. If Fabulous daughter, Tiana, what her name is, if she is over here doing things wrong to the little boy, you have proof, get her ass locked up. Do not come on social media for the bullshit. Don't do it, ma'am. Not today. And my thing is her live too. When you break down her live and listen to what she's saying, she sounds bitter. Because she's saying that my kid was running. She threw a pillow at him, which people do. I don't think anyone throwing a pillow at a kid is abuse. I don't. Pillows are soft. Okay? Stop running, boy. Pillow toss, and that's it. Okay? That is not abuse. Now, if he said she threw a pillow, I fell, she came in and kicked me across the room, absolutely get Tiana's ass locked up immediately. But you made a mountain out of a molehill. And then when Tiana came to defend herself, saying you would not put these abuse allegations on me, bitch, not today, not ever. I have to hide how I feel about your son because and we can tell that Ari has told her, do not post nothing about my son. I don't care about no damn happy moments. I don't care how much nothing. Don't post nothing about my son. And so it seemed Ari has that Tiana has respected that, but you got the wrong one today. And they said, I am 8 months pregnant. And you are on social media accusing me of being of abusing your kid. And then saying because of me, that's why he had a whole fit about thinking you was having another baby because of how I treat him. Miss me with the bull of the shit. Okay. Now I want to get to my last story because we didn't read Ari down for filth. And again, I'm gonna reiterate that for the folks who could be coming in late. No one is ever saying that Ari as a mother should not listen to defense to the end where her child's safety should be. No one is saying that she should not do that. What we are saying though is that she's full of shit and she accused that lady of abusing her kid, and that ain't what happened. That kid was running around and she threw a pillow. He fell, but he was okay. A lot of folks will see a child. This is I'm trying to go off, and this is the thing. The reason that most parents or parental figures do not run to a child when they fall is because if they feel like they have to be hurt because you are coddling them. You want to let them fall, see how they feel. Because if a kid feels okay, they won't cry, make a big deal of it. But if you panic, then they panic. You look to see if a person's okay. And if they have a reaction to where they're not, you then go into parental mode. But if he fell, he was fine and got up, why would she go pick him up? For what? He's fine. Oh, he scraped his knee? Okay, but he's still fine. Full of the shit. Anyway, like the video. Because liking is the thing to do. Okay, let's get on to the last story I want to get on is the Braxton family debacle. Okay, that is so unfortunate because no one wins when the family feuds. Okay, never, ever, 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 ever. Okay, we all know Traci Braxton passed away on March 11th of this year. And we were all shocked and dismayed and sad and hurt because we did not know that she was even suffering from cancer. But, she passed away. Now, we also know that the Braxtons and Traci's husband at times did not get along, okay? But Traci and that man was married for 25 years, I believe it was. They was they have always been in love. And we all know when you are married, your husband takes precedence over your siblings and even your parents because that's now your new family, okay? And we've also seen over the years, just on the show with the Braxtons, how people disrespected, did not like, disregarded Kevin as Traci's husband. But I respect the fact that Kevin never allowed that to waver how much he loved his wife, and Traci never let their foolishness, get in between her husband. As we know, Traci is the only Braxton to have been married till death do they part. Okay, Mama Ellen and Daddy Braxton did not make it. None of Tony's marriages did not make it. Tamar's marriages did not make it. Not Traci. Trina and Tawana marriages did not make it. So again, at the end of the day, their marriage was till death do us part. So again, we're gonna leave that be. However, with Traci passing away, the Braxtons are saying they feel like Kevin was trying to cash in or capitalize off of Traci's death. Now, this is the thing. When a person passes away, the husbands, the children, usually are the ones to dictate funeral arrangements, you know what I'm saying, to do whatever the person wanted to be done. Now, they were saying the family saying written by a source. This is all part of the Jasmine brand, okay? The Jasmine brand. Um, the family's saying, okay, that the funeral that he was holding for Traci was against their wishes. Okay, that ain't what they wanted. That ain't what Traci wanted. And on Traci's IG page, the official Traci Braxton IG page, they're like, we can't believe he out here posting about a whole service. So what it said was, first, we'd like to thank everyone for the outpouring of love and prayers. As we realize the loss of our beloved Traci was not only our loss, we opened the official memorial services to a limited amount of Traci's fans to attend in person. We know how much she adored, loved, and appreciated everyone. Now, a registration is required. There is limited seating for memorial for special guests, friends, and family and fans will be held in honor of Traci Braxton. It was today from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And you had to register to show up in person, okay? Now, they also had a link to view it, live streaming, if you wanted that as well. It says, thank you in advance for understanding that although we would love to accommodate everyone's seating is extremely limited, and registration will close at midnight, that was just today, or until all seats have been registered, whichever comes first. So again, that is what was on Traci's IG page, and the family was upset, okay, because they're saying he's trying to get attention, cash in, and all these things. And I feel like that man knew his wife. That man completely knew his wife. And again, in my opinion, the spouse takes precedence over the siblings and the parents, especially the spouse she had been with consistently for 20, it was more than 25 years. They son 26, and she was so it's probably been longer than 25 years, truthfully. The son is 26. So, but again, I feel like anyone saying Kevin trying to capitalize, I was like, what? Traci was on a nationally syndicated TV show. Traci did love her fans. So I don't think it's odd, weird, or anything that her husband her husband and son thought to have a public memorial. Okay. And when they were saying how, Traci would never want to have a public funeral. Traci would never want, to be people looking down on her in a casket. And the memorial they had, they said Traci wanted to be cremated. They were at the memorial. She had already been cremated. They had a little urn. It wasn't like an Aretha Franklin, funeral tour. An Aretha Franklin funeral was like 14 days. It was crazy. And people was able to go view the body. That is not what this was. This was literally a memorial service of people just saying how they felt about Traci, losing Traci. And so to me, if it's true that the Braxton siblings, parents, or whoever else was saying that, oh, he's trying to capitalize off her dying. Kevin, to me, never seemed like the kind of person on the show. Traci never made it seem as if her husband was ever that kind of person either. So I don't believe that. I think the Braxton sisters and mama has always had this bitterness towards Kevin. And it could be because they're the only marriage that lasted till one of them died. Okay. And that's crazy. Okay. Right. He is a man and he is grieving. Okay. That's very, very true. They say the men have the hardest time losing their wife. I think spouses have the hardest time losing a spouse. I think wives have hard time losing husbands, and husbands have hard time losing wives. I don't think anything, is any easier for any person. That's terrible they can't come together. That's because Kevin understands that. That's because Kevin understands that for his love for Traci, his wife will have respect for her peoples. Okay. How does one make money off a funeral? I don't know, because I'm not somebody paid for it. I don't think so. I don't see Kevin staying in contact with the Braxtons, and he really don't have a reason to at this point. The son is grown. True, I feel like her son and the grandson may be the ones who have more contact with the sisters in the family than Big Kevin does. When a family member dies, it's always drama. Sometimes it happens. It's kind of crazy. Love in Cape Town. Oh, hello. Her son was in charge, and I couldn't imagine leaving my nephew hanging no matter how I felt. True. Very, very true. Because the sisters did not come to the memorial. They should still respect her. They still have a son together, which is a part of him and her. The family, this is tired me. They tired me out. I agree. She was married to that man, so he has the ultimate say. So, spouse first. I'm so annoyed with everyone tonight. I've had it. Shimmy continues to show why Traci was always my favorite. And Traci, to me, always made sure that she made sure they knew her. Like, this is my husband and my family. Okay. The family don't like Traci anyway, so why are they so concerned? I'm not gonna say that. I'm not. Look, the family for sure at times on the show that we saw did not treat Traci as well as she could have been treated, but I do feel like they all loved her. But I also feel like a part of them took her for granted. And probably until she got sick, it's probably when they all realized how fucked up they had been towards Traci. And that is why at the end they were all able to come together as family, because they probably realized, damn, we've been treating her a certain kind of way for this long, and now she's so sick, she may have passed away. We have to all, get better with them things or whatever. Oh yes, they Kevin and Traci never seen money hungry, so why would he start being that way now? Right. And Kevin, this is crazy. The only one that interacted with the dad. True. So, per the Jasmine brand, okay, what they were saying is that sources close to the Braxton claim that Traci did not want a funeral. Her sisters respected her decisions, so they did not go to this memorial for her. Traci did not want a funeral or a wake. She did not want people looking over her body. She specifically requested to be immediately cremated. There was a Zoom meeting that made it clear about what she wanted, and now her husband trying to cash in on her name. That's her husband. And at the end of the day, his name is her name. They have been together for at least 25 years. Because again, their son is 26. I'm just going to put it at 30 years. Okay. So to make it seem as if him wanting to have a public memorial is wrong. And sometimes people speak up before they hear things. It wasn't a funeral that was live. It was a memorial service. Like my dad. Y'all know Pat Lynn for saying for years he told my mama he did not want a funeral. Just cremate me and that's it. Okay. It was until, a couple years before he passed away that he finally agreed to, at least have a service. You know what I'm saying? And we respected his wishes. But at the end of the day, my aunts and uncles wasn't over nothing. My mama was, you know what I'm saying? Because that was his wife. So it's weird that they're trying to make an issue with Kevin, who was that lady's husband and confidant and her everything, when her sisters and mom and them was pissed at her. It's like, get out my damn face, Braxton siblings. BS. It says the viewing for the recording artist who recently passed away from cancer was conducted on May 30th. The Braxton sisters and their mother Evelyn were said to have not shown up. Their father Michael was in attendance. However, he was seated in the fourth row after being turned away at the door. And they were saying something about how whoever was at the door did not know who Michael Braxton was, and because Michael Braxton did not register. That's kind of crazy, but I also feel like it wasn't like Kevin was at the front door. And, so they, whoever worked at the place may not have known who her daddy was. He got in, so that's what matters. Kevin, who arranged the viewing, told a different version of events. He said that Kevin's a husband. He said, my father-in-law and brother-in-law came in briefly. The sisters did not show up. Traci explained everything to the funeral home. I was with my wife more than anybody in this world. I know my wife. And when she got cancer, we really started to communicate about funeral plans. And I was still trying to find treatments for her. I went to every single one of her doctor appointments throughout our entire marriage. That's how we were. And now they're treating me like a deadbeat husband. None of it is true. I was meeting her wishes. Traci made our son the executive of her estate because she knew her family wouldn't come after him. They come after me. And that I fully believe. You can't tell me no different, okay? It's another source said that Traci's team contacted Kim Burrell and Byron Cake to perform at the funeral. But they put out when they realized the sisters weren't involved. And this is the issue I have with that. To not want to do what Traci wanted based on her sisters, not her husband, her son, who was always there for her sisters. To me, that shows how disrespectful her sisters are to disregard whatever conversation she had with her husband. And because more folks know the Braxton sisters, Tony, Tamar, you know what I'm saying? And for them to say, we not associated with that, that's that lady's husband. If you ain't know shit else about the Braxtons and they people, you know Traci and Kevin is together, husband and wife. That ain't no question. Okay. Now, if God forbid, if Tony died and Birdman tried to make some arrangement, hell no. I ain't never seen Birdman and Tony Braxton in no real capacity of no relationship. So Birdman can't make nan decision. God forbid if Tony was to pass away. Okay, that'll be on Evelyn and Daddy Braxton. And maybe the sisters. But can't nobody tell me that Traci losing her life and passing away and anyone will listen to anybody except her husband. You got me fucked up. Okay? I was like, how? Because the sisters weren't involved? Not her husband, who she has been married to for 25 years? Really? This wasn't Tawanda dying and that ex-husband who was the father of her kids. What's the boy name? Wait, Andre. This wasn't Andre trying to make decisions for Tawanda. This isn't Trina's first husband that's alive. This ain't Trina's first husband trying to come back and make arrangements for Trina. Okay? This isn't Birdman trying to make decisions for Tony. This is Kevin making decisions for Traci, who he was still married to when she died. Still living with, still in love with. I was like, man, look, I wish them fucking would. I wish them would. And this is why people have to know you have to make your wishes known to everyone. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, the sisters look like up pieces of shit right now. Because you felt like because you don't like Kevin, you gonna sit around here and do something different and cause division when the point should have been, let's honor Traci. And I seen Tony on, I think, Tamron Hall saying how, she was just happy they had her Traci for the 50 years and, sisters fight, but they love each other, whatever. And I can tell Tony was nervous and still emotional because she was fidgety with her hands, with her ring. And sometimes when we feel some kind of way about death, we fidget with stuff. And since I ain't saying her, I'm not saying her sisters did not love her, but y'all pieces of shit for not allowing that lady husband to honor her how he saw fit. It was a memorial after she was cremated because her fans loved her. I was like, get out my damn face. Get out of my face. Anyway, that's all I have for y'all. Okay, I hope y'all enjoyed this long little conversational live about all kinds of foolishness going on around here. Okay, do not forget to follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner. Do not forget the panel was tonight at 9:30 on Niecy's channel. We'll be there, okay? But I hope you had a good time. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, okay? Like the video, comment in the comment section. Thank you to all of the live watchers. Thank you to all of the rewatching folks who are going to be around here watching replay and stuff. I am about to go shut up for 30 minutes because I've been talking for too long and I think get on the panel next. So come on over to Niecy's channel tonight to have a good time with us, the Ladies First panel. But did y'all have a good time? We had a good old time, okay? Had a good old time. And maybe I'll come live tomorrow for something else. I don't know. But we shall see. Other than that, I love you all. Have a great, 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 great Thursday. Until next time, y'all. Peace.